Gordon Ramsay says that this dish is one of the best things that he's ever done. So we're going to make a beef Wellington today. It's a traditional dish that is eaten around Christmas time. Actually, doesn't sound too difficult. I'm optimistic on seeing how this turns out. I may regret saying that later, but we're going to start by seasoning this beef and throwing it on and getting a good sear on it for the middle, just to build up those layers of flavor. Look at the marbling and whatnot, that's great. And we're just going to do salt and pepper, and we're going to be pretty liberal with it. So here I have just some spicy brown mustard, and we're just gonna slather this, and I mean slather it. Gordon Ramsay told me to do this. Right?
Seriously, he told you?
He called me, and he said, Kyle, this is what you need. But he said to do it right as it comes off of the heat while it's still hot. Look at that. But to do it on this side, or to do it right as it comes off, so as it cools down, it can absorb some more of that mustardy goodness. Now we're going to make what's called a duxelle. And it's a word that I learned yesterday while preparing for this video. But practically, it's like a mushroom paste that is cooked down and is the layer between the puff pastry and the meat. We're going to use a blender. He uses a food processor, but we didn't have one. And I figure most people have a blender, so we're going to try it out in that. Take our mushrooms. I just have the baby Bella mushrooms. We're just going to cut off the stems and throw them in. Did it look cool though? All the wins, yeah. Ain't no else, gotta get a no call to quits. Yeah. You need to push these down, make sure they're all blending. It won't work as good as a food processor. Resume montage. I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no else, gotta get a no call to quits. Don't use a blender, use a food processor. Right there, Lucas, you could have like tips from Kyle. We want to dry this out as much as possible so that when it's in the actual dough itself, it's not going to have a bunch of water leak out and ruin the punctures, hopefully, of the puff pastry. So we're going to do everything we can to try and get as much water out as possible. I'm actually going to add a little bit of oil just because I don't want it to burn. This isn't as fine as I would want it, but that's okay. Just going to add a little bit of garlic in here and a little salt to help dry out some more moisture. So this is what I'm saying, these bubbles right here, that's all that water being released from the mushrooms. We want to get that out now so it's not happening in the middle of our beef Wellington. All right, while that's cooking down, we are going to get the prosciutto ready, because what we want to do is we want to make sure that it's pretty well insulated. That one was a little rough. And then we're just going to overlap it a bit like that. Oh, that smells so good. Just like that, and get a nice thin layer. We might need some more. Oh, we might have just enough actually if we take some of these high parts.
Go a little thinner.
All right, so this has been resting. We're just gonna go ahead, give it a nice little plopperoo. So we're gonna take the plastic wrap and we're just gonna kind of use it, rolling. That's just about right. And then go like that, roll up these ends here. Now this is going to be one of the most important parts, is this is where you're going to start forming your shape. So now that you have it, you just keep rolling it up. What you want to do is you want to grab these ends here and you just want to kind of roll it like this, or just kind of like, here we go. You just want to twist it. This is what Gordon did. We're going to go refrigerate it for 10 minutes, let it solidify and get the puff pastry ready. So we just have this puff pastry. You can buy frozen. I've defrosted it. Open her up. Take that out. And then we're just gonna roll it out and make it a little bit thinner. I don't know how much it's gonna go. Oh, it's working. It's working a little bit. Kind of want to make sure that seam right there doesn't come undone. So I'm gonna kind of fold it in on itself. Because that's the one thing I'm worried about. We might need another piece. I don't know if it's gonna be long enough. All right, we're just gonna do the same thing that we did here. All right, so like that.
Oh, dude, money.
Is it?
It's Perfect.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, now I'm just gonna kind of fold these ends.
Like you're wrapping a present.
Kind of like I'm wrapping a present a little bit. We want this to be super tight. So I'm just going like that. Okay. We're just gonna do this twist. And so now we have it like that. It's kind of foldy in there, but that's okay. All right, now I'm gonna go put this in the, fridge, let it cool for a bit. Okay, and now while that is hardening up, we're gonna hurry and make the egg wash. Boop. This has been chilling for about 10 minutes. We're going to take it out and place it ever so lovingly back on the tray. And just go whoop, right on top. This helps make it extra brown and look like really good. This is what I want to do. Since it's almost Christmas, and this is a Christmas roast, I wanted to try something. We're going to take this extra piece of puff pastry, we're going to take it, and we're going to make little Christmas tree things to put on the top, huh? And I'm just gonna put them on here, like on there. We're going to take this and we're going to make little score lines across the top, give it a little decoration, just like this, using the back of the knife. And then we're just gonna go finish this crosshatch just like that. Okay. We're just gonna put some flaky salt right on top. Like little snow. And then we have the grill over here at 425 degrees. We're just gonna throw it in until the outside's nice and golden brown and the inside is a perfect rare. All right, so it's temping at 120, so we're gonna take it out and see how it looks. No! We had a split. No, I mean, everything else but that split looks pretty good, except for, I mean, it's not perfect, but here, let's put it down. We had a little bit of issues here with the edges and this little rupture here. But overall, that doesn't look too bad. All right, all things considered, I'm actually pretty happy with this. We did have a little bit of issues. We had a little bit of burning on the trees. I don't know if that was a good idea, but I am going to be making another one here in the next couple of days to put on the website. So we're going to show you, I'm going to make the changes that I wanted to make here and show you how it is. It'll probably be here in a few seconds. But let's cut into it and see how it looks. I'm nervous, Mike.
Oh. That's juicy.
Dude, things are going to change. One, we are going to make sure that we're going to roll out the puff pastry a little bit more so that seam that we had isn't going to be as noticeable and it won't break apart there. And number two, we're not going to put the trees on. I don't think that was a good thing. And number three, we are going to try and make sure that we really encapsulate everything in the like the prosciutto and the stuff and roll it as tight as we possibly can. I think if we do those three things, we're gonna have a pretty good one at the end of it. So let's go to the next day when we make it. Yeah. So I took all of the things that I wish I would have done on the first one and did it today. And I was really surprised at how easy this was. So feel free to go try it. Whoop. Just get everything all in one, okay. That is great. What? Is it the most beautiful thing? No. Was it the simplest thing to make? No. Was it hard? Not really. Was it delicious? Yeah. It doesn't have to be that hard. Don't be afraid to freaking get your hands dirty, try it out. You never know until you try. And if you want to see me try something else that I've never done, boom, prime rib video right here. The World Food Champion taught me how to do it. Go watch it. It's great. And until next time, peace out.